Fire Department. Last name is OCA. D as in David, IZ. Thanksgiving is upon us here. Next couple days, the Wichita Fire Department would like to remind all residents to keep a close eye on the stove when they are cooking. Cooking fires are the leading cause of injuries due to burns. We want to encourage residents to make sure that they follow 3 easy steps while using the stove. Never leave the kitchen while they are cooking. Keep items such as towels, plastic bags away from the stove, and keep your stove clean from any type of grease and oil. If you have any further questions, you can please give us a call at 268-4441. And of course, if any type of emergency throughout the holiday weekend, 911 is the number to contact us. I do have some props that I brought up of some incidents that have occurred throughout the fires. There's nothing recent or any stories on these, but these are just from unintended cooking that we've had that the fire department has responded to. Putting in stoves, basically leaving the stove on and not aware that the stove is on with the pots and pans. Also in this one here, an incident that occurred was taking it out of the oven. Where do you normally place your pans out of the oven? Right on top of your stove, and that was the results of this one right here.
When you see things like that, what's your reaction since it's something that's preventable?
Reaction is really just about education and just depending on the type of how big the emergency really was, the fire in the kitchen and how much damage. Usually the results, if it's really that severe, the results of the fire itself, it's enough to teach them of the seriousness of unattended cooking. But when it's small, we have to do is remind them of the incidents, of the seriousness of how important it is to make sure that all stoves and make sure that the area of your stovetop is clear of any type of paper towels or kitchen towels, rags, and plastic bags from cooking. Especially now with Thanksgiving, having family over, friends over, partaking in, just having a good time with members, that you're not really paying attention to the exact cooking of the importance of just paying attention around your heated area.
How many incidents have you guys had? Do you have any numbers?
No, I don't have any exact numbers on cooking fires for this year alone right now. In usually Thanksgiving time, our numbers do go up, but there's nothing in concrete on how many that we have specifically.
Can you, I don't know if now is a good time to ask this or not, but can you talk a little bit about the safety around deep frying turkeys? Best places to do it, because we've had some instances in the past where it had some fires and stuff.
Deep fryers are big, popular. The flavors and people enjoy that type of cooking. Usually 10 to 15 feet away from any type of structure. That includes on the fence area, on a level platform. Depending on the weather, the way it's looking for us here in Wichita, the weather's going to be favorable to not have to be inside of a garage area, because people have been known to fry their turkeys inside of garages or inside of a porch area. So basically away from the house, away from any type of porch, and to make sure, the most important thing also is to make sure that your turkey is completely defrosted, because that moisture inside along with the grease does have a chemical reaction, and that's what really overflows the grease into the fire, and that's when you have your grease fire.
Wait, could you say that again? Don't cook inside a garage.
Yes, no cooking inside, no type of deep frying or anything that's inside of a garage area, because of the chances of possibly spilling, and then you have your materials or your belongings inside your garage, and the fire could spread that way also.
What is that number? What can you guys do at that number? What's that number for? And is it on Thanksgiving that number will be open?
No, that's just a number to our fire prevention division throughout normal business hours. If any type of incident or emergency occurs, 911 is the number to contact us for us to respond. I'm going to go over this in Spanish. El Departamento de Bomberos de Wichita le gustaría recordar a los residentes a mantener una vigilancia sobre la estufa cuando está cocinando. Cocinar los incendios son la principal causa de lesiones de quemaduras. Nunca deja la cocina mientras está cocinando. Mantenga objetos como toallas, bolsas de plástico lejos de la estufa. Mantenga su cocina limpia de grasa y aceite. Si tienes preguntas, puedes llamarnos a 268-4441 y si tienes una emergencia, puedes llamarnos 911. También puedes visitarnos en wichita.gov, Facebook y Twitter. Thank you.
Come on, Charlie, you got to memorize.
Important.
All right, good morning. I have 3 items to go over today in Interwatch. The first 2 are going to be an aggravated robbery from person. They're going to be involving the same suspects, so I'll go over those 2 cases at the same time. And then also going to give a little bit of information about the 42nd Annual Christmas Crusade in full swing right now as we speak. The first one, there's going to be 2 case numbers associated with this. First case number is 16C 81553, and the second case number is 16C 81556. Again, this is a reference to an aggravated robbery from person. In regards to 81553, the location was in the 7400 block of East Pageant yesterday at approximately 2 p.m. And in reference to 81556, it will be the location will be 6100 block of West Kellogg yesterday approximately 2:30 p.m. On November 21st, approximately 2 p.m., officers were dispatched to a highway robbery call at a residence in the 7400 block of East Pageant. Upon arrival, they made contact with a 17-year-old male victim, an 18-year-old male victim, and another 17-year-old male victim, third person that was 17 years old as well. The victims reported that an unknown suspect approached them with a tan-colored assault rifle and was demanding money. No money was given to the suspect, and the suspect then left in a white Dodge Charger. Approximately 30 minutes later, officers were dispatched to a highway robbery call at the Walmart in the 6100 block of West Kellogg. Upon arrival, officers made contact with an 81-year-old female who reported that an unknown suspect had stolen her purse off her shoulder as she was loading her vehicle in the Walmart parking lot. The suspect was last seen getting into a 2009 Dodge Charger with black striping and a 60-day temporary tag and left in a northbound direction. An observant officer then later observed the suspect vehicle and it was stopped in the area of Sedgwick and Irving. 2 adults were taken into custody from the vehicle, a 28-year-old male and a 24-year-old female. The 28-year-old suspect was booked into jail for attempted aggravated robbery and theft.
What's the ages of the suspects again?
28-year-old male and a 24-year-old female.
Was the 81-year-old female,
Female.
was she by herself?
I don't know if she was by herself, but her purse while she was loading the vehicle was taken, but I don't know if she was by herself or if somebody was in the vehicle or not.
Obviously, this incident, we're approaching busy shopping days ahead.
Yes.
Some tips out there that people, just to be on the safe side when you're shopping, walking to and from. And all
Yeah, just always be aware when shopping, don't leave your purse or your contents just laying in a shopping cart and walk away from it. You want to make sure that it stays with you. Be cognizant of your surroundings, of those that are around you. If somebody's approaching you, just be aware of that and just be cautious over this holiday season because there is going to be a lot of shopping, a lot of people coming and going. So just make sure that you're aware of your surroundings would be the best thing I could advise you of.
Where were the 2 stopped?
They were stopped in the area of Sedgwick and Irving, in that area.
Was she a passenger only?
She was in the vehicle when these had occurred. I'm not sure if she was driving at any time or just a passenger in the vehicle. But she was there during the two incidences.
Charlie, did they find the weapon in the car?
They did.
Okay.
Okay. Second item I wanted to go, or third item, I guess, is the 42nd Annual Christmas Crusade. It is in full swing. The Wichita Police Department, KFDI, and the Salvation Army have teamed up once again for the 42nd Annual Christmas Crusade. This program allows for the Wichita community to all come together to help children and families in need over this Christmas season. The call-in day is happening today through 6 p.m. It started yesterday and ends today at 6 p.m. So we encourage everybody to call 361-5500, and there are a group of volunteers there waiting to answer your call, and you can adopt one or multiple children that have been identified as being in need over this Christmas season. You can also go to kfdi.com and donate online as well. So I just want to encourage everybody to come together and make this Christmas a joyous one for all the children across our community.
Obviously, this has been happening for many years. Tell us why it's so important for PD to be involved.
You know, it's very important. It's an exciting opportunity for officers that are out working the beat to identify children and family that are in need, and gives us an opportunity to help them further than just taking a report or just taking their information, but really making an impact on these kids' lives. There's stories of children, of adults now that have received gifts when they were children, and now they're paying it forward. So this is something where it continues on year after year. It's a great opportunity for us to really partner with our community and help support our community and help those that are in need. And it really a great opportunity for the entire community to come together and do this, with citizens just calling in to help donate toys, adopt these families. Some of the kids just need clothes. They just need your basic necessities. So it's a great opportunity for everybody to come together and help those that are truly in need in our community.
Sorry, going back to the other, did the 81-year-old woman get her purse back?
I don't know if she got her purse back, or if it was located or not.
Okay.
Anything else?
A couple questions, Charlie. Just
Sure.
if we could go back to the baby Sophia case.
Okay.
We have a woman who says that back in July she was a victim of kidnapping, that this woman who police are saying was responsible for the whole baby Sophia incident kidnapped her when she was pregnant and her kids. We did find an arrest report and so forth, but then we found an arrest warrant after that, so I didn't know if you'd be able to tell me if she was released, why she was released. I do have a case number.
Right, I'm familiar with the case. I would have to go through and review that case further to get all the details of the case. I am familiar with it. I do know on some cases, if an individual is arrested, they could either bond out or bail out, or if the detective or somebody has to do additional follow-up, they may be released, and then the case is charged at a later time where a warrant is issued. What is the case in this? I don't know. I would have to research that, but those are some things that could possibly occur during an investigation.
Absolutely. I don't know if you would know this either, but do you know if WPD at that time recommended charges to the DA, or did you not get that far?
I don't know.
And then on the same level, can you just talk about a little more generally how WPD prioritizes finding specific people? If there's an arrest warrant, how do you put resources to certain people or not other people?
Well, they issue warrants. We do have a warrant office that works on trying to address those warrants. So that's definitely something that we're very concerned about on trying to identify and locate individuals with warrants. Anything else? All right. Thank you. Have a good day.